Hello and welcome to News from the Streets, a podcast brought to you by S.A.L.V.E International. S.A.L.V.E stands for Support and Love via Education. We believe there should be no street called home, that no child should have to live or work on the streets to survive. We work in Uganda to support street-connected children and their families to have a brighter future. We believe every child has potential. We hope you enjoy this podcast and listening to some of the stories and solutions around homelessness. Please note that some of the content you may hear in this podcast could be distressing. Also, all of the young people and their family members who have chosen to take part in this podcast have consented to share these stories with you. However, they have also changed their names to help to ensure that they remain protected and anonymous.
Hello everyone, thank you so much for being part of this podcast today. My name is Noah, and today I have a very important guest, that is Mr. Alfred Ochaya, who is going to be discussing with us about the rights of children. And right away, without taking in much time, I will request him to officially introduce himself to you.
Yeah, thank you so much. My name is Alfred Ochaya, and I'm the director for S.A.L.V.E International. Yeah, thank you.
And yes, Alfred, so here we are talking about one of the most important issues in this generation,
Yes.
which has been violated for not once, not twice, but every day it happens.
Yeah.
What are children's rights, first of all?
Yeah, children's rights, I would say there are things that children have to, enjoy to be healthy and happy. Just like we do have, human rights. So children as well have children's rights. And these children's rights make them happy and healthy.
Thank you so much, Alfred. And I think you're the right man to talk to about this particular issue, as all of us are going to learn from you today. The other thing that I wanted to know, to you, who are children?
Yeah, a child is any person that is below the age of, 18 years. That's according to Ugandan constitution. Any child that is, any person that is below the age of 18 years is a child.
Okay, so I think most of the time people don't understand who a child is.
Yes, they don't.
And they end up misusing the rights of the children, maybe because they don't know exactly who a child has to be. But also, people have to understand that it's constitutional that a person under that age is a child, no matter the size that person has.
Yeah.
The other thing that I wanted to know, do children have children's rights?
Yes, actually, any person, regardless of who you are, regardless of your race, regardless of whether you are in the home or you are on the streets, they all have have rights, and no matter the age, no matter the how long you've been on the streets, so you have your rights. So long as you are a child, you are a human being, so you are entitled to those rights. Yeah,
it doesn't matter whether you're on the street, it doesn't matter where you are, as long as a human being is under the age of 18 in Uganda, he's a child and he's entitled to those rights.
Exactly. Yeah.
I wonder if this country understands how deep this can get if they are caught violating the rights of children. And thank you so much, Alfred. Maybe the other question that I would want to ask you right now is, what are these children's rights?
Yeah, the children's rights are quite many, and actually they are included in the UN Convention on the Right of the Child. One, there is a right to shelter. Shouldn't have right to shelter. Shouldn't have right to good health. Shouldn't have right to good feeding. Shouldn't have right to good health care. And they have a right to education. They have a right to be protected, Like, for instance, street children, they're on the streets. But the fact that they're there on the street, it doesn't mean that their rights have to be violated. So their rights have to be protected. So they have a right as well to practice any religion, regardless of, which religion you are. They have a right to practice it. So they shouldn't be, segregated or discriminated. Yeah, that's why for us at S.A.L.V.E, we give opportunities to the children to practice,
go back to
school, go and stay with their parents, have good health.
To even offer medical assistance to children.
Exactly, yeah. And then they also have a right to identity. Have right to identity.
Yes.
They have a right to a name, and then birth registration. They have a right to that. Okay. So many times people, especially those on the streets, people tend to, to ignore them. That these are children on the street, therefore they don't have rights. So street children have all these rights, so they should really enjoy them. And as people advocating for the rights of children, we believe that street children should enjoy these rights.
These rights too. Yeah. Thank you so much, Mr. Alfred. And it's Alfred, the director of S.A.L.V.E International. Now, when I talk about this title, is when I come to the question. You as a representative of S.A.L.V.E International, an organization that has stood for the children for about 14 years now. And you have helped so many children in so many things, education, and also to make sure that children enjoy their rights. What are you doing to help these children?
So one is we believe in children's rights, and we believe in the UN Convention on the Rights of Children. S.A.L.V.E stands for Support and Love via Education. As you see, the UN Convention on the Rights of Children say that one of the rights should be a right to education. So we believe street children should go back to school, and that's the reason as to why we offer education opportunities to children who are formerly on the streets. We also give good shelter through our rehabilitation center. We do give good shelter to the children, and in our rehabilitation center, we also ensure that they are having good feeding. They also are having good clean water. So good food. And then healthcare. Of course, when children fall on the streets, we have, medical. We have signed MOU with the medical facilities. So we take the street-connected children there so that they get what? They get a good healthcare. So basically,
that's what S.A.L.V.E is up.
That's what S.A.L.V.E is up to. So we want to see that we live in a world whereby street-connected children are enjoying their rights and they are happy and healthy.
Thank you so much, Mr. Alfred. And that is Alfred from S.A.L.V.E International, Director of S.A.L.V.E International, telling us more about the rights of children, which is a very serious and fundamental lesson for us all to know, because children are the future and children are the leaders of tomorrow. So, Alfred, I don't know if you have any last remarks before we close this podcast. Please go ahead and give us those last remarks.
Thank you so much for those who have listened in. I just want all of us to be an advocate for children's rights, no matter who they are, no matter where they are living. Let us live in a world whereby we are ensuring that children's rights are protected and the children themselves are enjoying their rights.
Thank you so much. And for that, we'll definitely want to say thank you so much for being part of it. Until then, bye-bye.
Thank you for listening to our podcast, News from the Streets. We really hope that you enjoyed it. If this podcast has inspired you to want to learn more and to get involved in our global community of people who believe, as we do, that there should be no street called home for children living and working on the streets and that they deserve a brighter future, then please check out our website, www.salveinternational.org. We would love to hear from you and for you to get involved.